my name is Georgine Huang, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Fairygodboss. We can go to the next slide. Or do I have it up here? Okay. Fairygodboss was born 3 years ago. We're a company based in New York, and at the time, I was an executive at a major publishing company and had a very bad day at work. I walked into work, found out my boss, the CEO, was fired, and within the next 2 weeks, the whole management team shook up, and I also was fired. It's never a nice thing to be fired, but it happened to be a particularly awkward time for me because I was 2 months pregnant and not showing, not telling people, which meant that I was going on the job market wanting to ask about things like maternity leave policies and how many women were in senior management and what work-life balance was like and the culture for working moms, but I really couldn't ask those questions without feeling like I would be disadvantaged. So Fairygodboss is a place where women share that kind of information with each other. We crowdsource lots of information. We have created, for example, the only one of its kind parental leave database, which has thousands of companies' maternity and paternity leave policies. We also have thousands of job reviews for women by women where we ask women 15 different questions about what it's like to work somewhere. For example, do you think that your company treats men and women equally? Do you believe your CEO supports gender diversity? What is the number one thing a company can do to make it more likely that you're going to stay there? Companies have actually used our data, for example, to modernize and upgrade their policies. So this is a free resource for all users. And the timing for Fairygodboss is great, sort of unfortunate in many ways because some of the things that have happened in the past few years, ranging from a woman losing the presidency in the United States to also the Me Too movement. But we represent 73 million women in the American workforce. There's billions more around the world. 90% of household purchases are really driven by women's decisions, and the growth of women as household breadwinners, where there's children in the household under the age of 18, has grown 4 times since the 1960s. Women also stand to control $20 trillion worth of US assets, both as a function of outliving their spouses, their own earnings, and because baby boomers will be baby booming women will be inheriting from their parents. Our customers, we have a business-to-business model where customers pay us an annual contract to be able to recruit, attract, and influence the decisions of women in the workforce. We launched in 2015, and in the past year, we've grown 10 times, both on the user side. So we have 1 million women a month coming to visit the site to get information from other women. And we've also grown our revenues 10 times. We have just turned the corner on $1 million in annual recurring revenue. And this year, we're focused on building the number one thing our users ask for, which is more ways to engage with our content beyond just the job search period, and also more ways to connect with the other women in our platform. We think that we both have the ability and the opportunity at this moment to create a new category of community and a new brand for women who are interested in their careers. There's many, many lifestyle brands and very valuable assets in this area for women, but none focused on career, and we think that Fairygodboss is going to be able to do that. Any questions? Thank you for your time.